So today we are going to discuss about MTP. What is MTP? Medical termination of pregnancy. Slowly, clearly, distinctly. Answer straight. The MTP Act came in 1971. Why did we need a MTP Act? To decriminalize abortion. Abortion was taken as a crime. The doctor and the person concerned both were considered as committing a crime. So, a act or legal proceedings had to be taken. So, this was brought into action in 1971 to prevent unsafe abortion. So, this was for the safety of doctors and women, both. Abortion is a deliberate termination of pregnancy by surgical and medical method before the period of viability. This is induction of abortion. It may be legal, it may be illegal. It is legal if you follow the rules. It is illegal if you do not follow the rules. Many countries in the world have not legalized abortion. Our country has legalized this MTP. This was enforced in 1972. The Act came into being in 1971. Provisions of the Act has been revised in 1975. Act has been amended in 2002. So what is amendment? There were some changes introduced in 2002. It was further amended in 2003. This is medical termination of pregnancy rules and regulations, where medical method of abortion was included in the purview of MTP Act. Previously, we used to do it only by surgical method. That is by, say, dilatation and curettage, suction evacuation, these. Medical method came under the purview only in 2003. So after almost 30 years, this has entered into the Act. MTP Amendment Bill was passed and enforced as Medical Termination of Pregnancy Amendment Rules in 2021. This is very recent. There were certain amendments in 2021. We should be aware of that. And you will appear in your exam with this knowledge in mind. Am I clear? So 1971, then in 2002, it was amended. Again, MMA, that is medical method of abortion, was included in this purview in 2003. And again, amendment was done in 2021, just 4 years from now. Now, who defines unsafe abortion as a procedure for terminating an unintended pregnancy either by individuals without the necessary skills or in an environment that does not conform to minimum medical standards or both? So see, if you don't comply by the rules, you are committing a crime. I am always hammering on this because if you deviate from the rules, it is almost a crime. It is a crime. Why was MTP Act required? Before MTP Act, all cases were decided under the Indian Penal Code, Section 312 to 316, irrespective of pregnancy terminated with consent or without consent of the woman concerned. Before MTP Act, abortion was absolutely prohibited and no consideration was made for any circumstances. So abortion or induced miscarriage was under the purview of Indian Penal Code. So you will be penalized. We used to be penalized before 1971. Both were guilty, those performing the act and those women undergoing abortion. So this came into being because we want to respect the woman's rights. She has the right to abort. Basic objectives was to liberalize provisions of termination of pregnancy, to keep the record of the woman secret. Confidentiality should be maintained. If you terminate a pregnancy and you sit in a canteen discussing with your friends that what you have done, this is also a criminal offense. So privacy has to be maintained. This is how you respect the woman's rights. So aim of MTP is to provide safe and secret abortion services under prescribed indications decided by registered medical practitioner to avoid criminal abortions in untrained, unauthorized hands. It should be provided in government hospital or government approved hospital. Can you terminate, you, all of you sitting here? Can you perform on MTP? Are you authorized to do? No, not until you get your registration. And these are the things that we are going to discuss today. To protect the registered medical practitioner who perform abortion as per the provisions of the MTP Act. So this is the Act. This allows the termination of pregnancy up to 20 weeks for a broad range of indications. And it also offers protection to the practitioner if she follows the rules, if she or he adheres to the requirements of the Act. MTP Act development processes is passed by both houses of Parliament and it was assented by the President. Features of the Act, these are the three things we have to keep in mind. Under what conditions you will terminate, who can terminate, and where you can terminate. So three questions to be answered. What are the three criteria? Who will terminate, where will you terminate, and whom? Who will terminate, on whom you will carry it out, and the place where you will do it. Are you listening? Three broad questions to be answered. I am a registered medical practitioner. I go and terminate anywhere in the... So, three things have to be followed. Registered medical practitioner, we will come to the other clauses, where you will terminate and on whom. Now, what are the MTP rules? Are made by central government and passed by Parliament. Salient features are district level committee composition is there, site approval. I cannot do it anywhere I feel like. That has to be approved. Equipment requirement at the sites. What are the requisites we need? This has to be clarified and ratified. Experience and training required by the registered medical practitioner. So the district level committee comprises of 3 to 5 members, of which one will be a chairperson, chief medical officer or district health officer. One member should be a gynecologist, surgeon or anesthetist. Other members should be from the local medical profession, non-NGOs or Panchayati Raj, and at least one member of the committee should be a woman. So these are the requisites that forms the district level committee who will decide upon. The tenure is about 2 calendar years, and tenure of the NGO members will not be for more than 2 terms, that is 4 years. So MTP regulations. Regulations are made by the state government and passed by the state legislature. The salient features are documentation and reporting. You have to document each case. This is the regulations. MTP rules we have discussed. This is the regulations at the state level. Penalty for violation of the MTP Act. We'll discuss the penalty. Comparative objectives of PCPNDT Act. This is different. We will discuss it later. Now, what does MTP Act signify? The conditions for which it can be done. See, who the person will do it, where it can be performed, highest limit of gestation for which you can terminate. Now, the indications of MTP, can you see? Is it visible? To save the life of mother. Mother is very sick. So this is therapeutic. She is having certain, say, cardiac disease or severe epilepsy, which can pose a problem to her life. That means her life is at risk if she continues with the pregnancy. This is very much important because we have to save the woman first. Then eugenic, humanitarian grounds and social indications. To save the life of mothers, See, cardiac diseases, grade 3, grade 4, severe hypertension, renal disease, diabetic, epilepsy, psychiatric illness, hyperemesis gravidarum, cervical or breast malignancy. So these cases you can terminate to save the mother. Eugenic means the fetus has certain abnormalities. So there is the risk of the baby born with certain defects, or the baby may not thrive. So why continue with this pregnancy? But this has to be proved. You just cannot say that this baby is not growing well, or you have to document that there is some congenital malformation or disease which will not allow the baby to be a healthy one. Early pregnancy exposure to teratogenic drugs. You are aware of teratogenic drugs? What are teratogenic drugs? They can cause, they have the potential to cause congenital malformations. Or radiation more than 10 rads. She has been exposed to radiation. That can cause malformations. And viral infections like rubella. This also causes congenital embryopathies. Humanitarian grounds. There has been a rape. Can you terminate? Yes. Social indications. This is the commonest. Woman wants it. Why? Because it can cause grave injury to physical and mental health. Maybe she cannot sustain this pregnancy because she is financially not capable of. There has been an unplanned pregnancy. There has been a contraceptive failure. So these are the reasons where she can terminate. She can opt for it. And 20% include pregnancy caused by rape or contraceptive failure. Now for the period of gestation up to which MTP is allowed, up to 20 weeks. Please remember, this is the new amendment that has allowed up to 20 weeks. It is allowed for all indications. All that we have mentioned. Please go through the indications properly. This can come as a note, short note, question in your practicals. Beyond 20 weeks, 20 to 24 weeks in special conditions. And beyond 24 weeks with no upper limit, only in case of fetal malformations. Suppose a woman comes with a pregnancy of say 27 weeks and this has been caused by say rape. Can you terminate? Can you terminate? Look at the clauses. We have said we can allow till 20. We have allowed till 20 to 24 in certain cases. Beyond 24 weeks only if it is congenital malformation. Otherwise, you have to take the help of writ petition. You have to go to court, medical board. So this is we'll come to it. You can have questions of this kind. Can you terminate? And what are the clauses to be followed? Indications of MTP according to gestational age. Up to 20 weeks we can do everything. What are the causes? Therapeutic, eugenic, humanitarian and social grounds. All can be done up to 20 weeks. Are you listening? In the amendment that we have mentioned, 2021, what was the change? Any woman, irrespective of her marital status, is eligible for MTP on ground of contraceptive failure. She can be a widow, divorcee, single, whatever, and of course married. So long the new addition was made to respect women's rights. Are you clear? The special category that we are mentioning, up to 24 weeks, who are they? Survivors of sexual assault, rape, incest. Minors below the age of 18. Change of marital status during ongoing pregnancy due to widowhood or divorce. Her partner has changed. so she doesn't want to continue. She has the right to terminate. Mentally ill patient, women with physical disabilities, major disability as per criteria laid down under Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act. Suppose she doesn't have a finger, that is not the cause of termination. This has to be ascertained by the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act. Fetal malformation that has substantial risk of being incompatible with life. Suppose there are soft markers on the ultrasound that scan of a pregnancy. On the basis of that, you cannot terminate. It has to be a life-threatening one, substantial risk to make it incompatible. Or if the child is born, it may suffer from such mental or physical abnormalities to be seriously handicapped. This has to be proved. Merely the doctor saying that the baby is not thriving, you terminate, that will not do. So 20 to 24, we are becoming extra cautious. Why? Because the longer the gestational period, the risk to the mother is increasing proportionally. Which do you think is less risky? First trimester abortion or second trimester? Which is more risky? Second trimester, obviously. Now beyond 24 weeks, those we have discussed for certain conditions up to 24. Beyond 24, only fetal malformation. Please keep it in mind. Even a rape case cannot come to you and you do it on humanitarian grounds, say I am helping the lady, you cannot do on your own. So, fetal malformation if there is present, you can do it. But if you have to do it for such other cases other than congenital malformation, then writ petition to court is the only provision for MTP. Beyond 24 weeks for indications other than fetal malformations. Clear? Please keep this in mind. Now what is the medical board that we were talking about? Opinion needed for termination beyond 24 weeks. We cannot do it on the basis of, I'll discuss who can do it. We have not come to who can do it. We are just going on discussing on whom we can do. Who is coming to us for abortion. So this is the medical board comprising of a gynecologist, pediatrician, sonologist or radiologist and such other member or members as notified by the state government. This can co-opt with other specialists and ask for additional investigations if required. Now there is the power, the medical board has the power to refuse also, to allow or deny MTP in Form D. We will come to the forms. There are certain forms to be filled up before you do any of this act, any of these procedures. So termination of pregnancy when advised is to be carried out within 5 days of the receipt of request for MTP. What will happen if you wait too long? Suppose a patient has come to you for termination at say 22 weeks, you don't need the medical board. But beyond 24 weeks, you need the medical board. The medical board has received the information and the limit to this time period is only 5 days. If you make it more prolonged, what can happen? What can happen? The woman has come to you at 5 weeks, 26 weeks. You are delaying. There is no limit to delay. So we have to put a cut-off limit. Otherwise, the baby will go up to maturity, to viability. We want to terminate before the period of viability. And the risks also increase with gestational age. This is the answer. The risk will increase. So you have to hurry up and take the decision. You must be reading in newspapers, such and such cases are lingered and then the baby is born after some time. They couldn't terminate anymore because the baby has reached term. So this should not happen. there should be a time limit for it. Eligibility criteria for service providers. Now, who will provide this service? We, doctors, will provide. So, medical practitioner registered in state medical register immediately before date of commencement of MTP Act should have practice in gynae and obs for a period of less than 3 years. Now, there are certain doctors who are perhaps registered before the MTP Act. They are becoming old now, but they have their registration before. For these doctors, we need to have a 3 years experience in the Department of Gynae Obs to perform the MTP. Okay? What about those who are registered on or after the date of commencement of the Act? So, we are registered after the commencement of the Act. What do we need? We need a 6 months house surgency in gynae obs, or must have experience at any hospital for a period not less than a year in gynae obs. Okay, either you do house staffship. Have you heard of house staffship? Heard of it? That this was our bread and butter in our younger days. Okay, and prior to that, that was mandatory. House staffship was mandatory. 1 year house staffship was mandatory to choose any subject of your choice. That went off with us only, and then with you it has become more difficult. You have to appear for 19 subjects. Then it is to be just single subject and you appear for that. So those opting for gynae obs will do a definite house job in gynae obs for 1 year. So they are authorized to do MTP, even without a diploma or a degree in gynae obs. Please remember. Now the eligibility criteria continuing, this is those who have assisted an RMP in at least 25 cases of MTP, of which at least 5 have been performed independently. Suppose you have not got a house staffship in gynae obs for 6 months, neither have you worked as in the Department of Gynae Obs for 1 year, but you have assisted a registered medical practitioner in 25 cases and you have performed 5 independently, you are eligible to do it. But how far? You are not allowed to do it till 20 weeks. Your eligibility is confined to first trimester termination, that is up to 12 weeks. For termination up to 24 weeks are A, B, D, that is the previous 3 that we have discussed. A, B and D we will come to. This is CA. CA means these doctors can perform the MMA, that is medical method of abortion. Medical method, they can only give medicines for termination. They cannot do the procedure up to 9 weeks. That had come into the amendment of 2021, that is MMA was incorporated. Previously, when medicines were given, this MTP Act was not coming into the purview of it. But in 2021, it came into it. Now, what do we require for that? Experience at any hospital for not less than 3 months in the Obs Gynae department, or has independently performed 10 cases of termination by MMA. Okay. Confusing. Medical method of abortion only they can do. This is CA. We had discussed the C, who can terminate till 12 weeks, who have assisted in 25 cases and have performed 5 on their own. They can terminate till 12 weeks. And this CA group can only allow medical method of abortion provided they have a training of 3 months and performed independently 10 cases. Okay. we were talking about A, B and D who can terminate as a registered medical practitioner beyond first trimester. That is 12 to 20 weeks. So these are the ones who can do it, registered in a state medical register and holds a postgraduate degree or a postgraduate diploma in a gynae-ops department, gynae-ops. That is our MD, DNB, DGO, all are included in this. For MTP beyond 24 weeks, the opinion shall be given by medical board. And the composition of medical board we have discussed before. And another important thing is, this has to be done at approved facilities and 2 RMPs eligible under the clauses, that is A, B and D shall perform. Up to 20 weeks, one person can do it with these criteria to be followed. Beyond 20 weeks, 20 to 24, we need 2. And beyond 24, we need to take the help of the medical board. This is in short, Dr. Arup Majhi's textbook has it. You can go through it. This is the whole thing that we have discussed. This is the form C. This is the form that the patient fills up. This has to be kept as a confidential record. Don't go about with this form anywhere. This has to be kept as a record. Patient's name, address, and if she is either a minor or mentally ill, this has to be filled up by the guardian. Okay. Now for the sites for MTP, where we can do it. Any hospital established or maintained by government or approved by government or district level committee. As per the National Comprehensive Abortion Care Guidelines, pregnancy may be terminated at government facilities up to 8 weeks at primary health center, up to 12 weeks at community health center, and up to 20 weeks at district level hospitals and facilities. But MTP site approval has to be taken. This is the form A, the concerned hospital or say our NGO, trust, or whatever. You have to take the permission and you have to fill up a form A. That is, for site approval, you have to apply for form A and has to submit it to the CMO office, Chief Medical Officer office. After inspection and get satisfaction, CMO approves this site and form B is issued to that concerned hospital or organization, whoever is taking the charge of performing MTPs at that site. So form A is that approval form. Form B, that form comes as a authorization form to the concerned hospital to perform MTP, and form C is filled up by the patient. And we have discussed a form D, that is different. So this is the form A, this is how they apply for it, name of the place, sorry, the category A and category B. Category A means up to say 12 weeks, category B for 12 to 20. So these are the requisites, an examination table, resuscitation equipment, sterilization equipment, all this need to be present. And also facilities for transportation. In case of shock, hemorrhage, sepsis, whatever, any untoward accidents happening. If you don't have that facility in category A, you have to shift. So that transport facility is important. And category B is where you can perform it, an operation table, drugs, fluids, anesthetic equipments. So these usually for the second trimester, beyond 12 weeks. How much is the limit for medical method of termination? Medical method of abortion, MMA, 9 weeks. 9 weeks up to medical method of abortion. Medical, only with medicines. No procedure done. Are you clear? Medical, MMA, medical method of abortion, and the remaining are surgical methods. We have not come to the methods, but I am discussing this. Up to 9 weeks I have said, category C can do it. Those who are less competent, but they have experience for 3 months and they have assisted in 10 cases, they have performed medical method of abortion, they have prescribed medicines for termination. In 10 cases, they are authorized to do this. Of course, the more senior ones, the more qualified ones can do this, but that category C group that we have discussed, they can do it till 9 weeks. You can try with medical method of abortion up to 9 weeks. So this is the equipments that we have discussed. Up to 12 weeks, this is required. That is the category A, where up to 12 weeks you can terminate. Don't confuse it with the medical method of abortion. Up to 12 weeks is first trimester, where some places are authorized to do it till 12 weeks. So we don't anticipate much accidents up to 12 weeks. Beyond 12 weeks, the risk escalates. With each passing week, the risk gets higher. I hope you understand this. In second trimester, that is up to 20 weeks, we need an operation table, anesthetic equipment, drugs. We have discussed. I'm just going on revising so that you keep it in mind, these categorization. Up to 9 weeks, please remember, medical method of abortion. Okay, and who can do it? And up to 20 weeks, single RMP can do. Now, who are they? A, B, D, all can do. But after 20 weeks, we need 2 registered. Beyond 24 weeks, we only for congenital malformation. And if there is any other reason why you want to terminate beyond 24 weeks, you have to take the help of medical board, writ petition to court. Please remember. And this is the certificate of approval. We have discussed the approval certificate application for the authorization. This is the approval one, form B. This is the certificate that the organization receives by the district level committee chaired by CMO that this place is authorized. They apply on form A, they get authorization approval on form B, patient signs on form C, and this has to be inspected and then only it is authorized. The owner may, suppose I apply for a authorization and I am refused, but you can reapply again. These little details you may not remember, but remember up to what weeks you can terminate, who can terminate, and where you can do it. Broadly, these things you keep in mind, please. This is the form B. This is the certificate of approval. Form A we have shown. This is the approval certificate. This place can be authorized for termination. The inspection has to be done of the approved place and suitable action can be taken. Now for how medical method of abortion is done. This is what we are discussing now. Providers eligibility we have discussed. Who can terminate? All can terminate. A, B, C, D, 4 categories we have discussed. Especially C because they have less training up to 3 months, but they have performed 10 cases, they have performed MMA, medical method of abortion. And the site eligibility for abortion is up to 9 weeks, can be provided by an RMP under the MTP Act from an OPD clinic with established linkage to the approved site. You can write it on your prescription at your clinic, but you have to have a link with an approved place. In case the patient has any emergency, she will visit that place. You will not be in the clinic at midnight. So you have to put a certificate on your clinic where your patient will go in case she faces with an emergency, too much of bleeding. patient in shock. Can happen. It is rare, but it can happen. So you have to have an established linkage to an approved site. A certificate to this effect by the owner of the approved site has to be displayed at the OPD clinic. All records have to be maintained by MMA also. Consent form, form C that the patient signs, you have to keep that form. Opinion form, admission register, monthly reporting form. This is, opinion form is signed by the doctor. Whoever is doing it has to sign a form. That is the opinion form. That is form 1. This is the opinion form. This is what we sign. I, so and so, with such and such degree. You have to write the name of the patient, pregnancy of, name of the pregnant patient in block letters, resident of which place. I hereby give intimation that, all this have to be written, and a serial number has to be maintained in the admission form, admission register of the hospital of that approved site. লিখে দিয়ে ছেড়ে দিলে হবে না, খুব হাসি পাচ্ছে, তাই তো? You will get into a criminal offense if you don't follow or abide by things. You have to keep that form. You have to keep that approved site also, and the serial number will be maintained by that approved site with the hospital with which you are linked up. They will keep a register. This is the admission register of the hospital of the approved place. This is the serial number they will keep, and this has to be confidentially maintained. Patient's name will not be there. That register will have the name, but the patient, when it comes out in the public forum, that number will be there only, no name. She will be just a number to respect her modesty and her privacy. Okay. This is the form 2. This has to be maintained by the hospital. Refer, this is the name of the state, name of the hospital, duration of pregnancy, whoever was up to 12 weeks or beyond 20 to 12 to 20 weeks, what was her religion, termination, followed by acceptance of contraception. All this have to be kept as form 2. That will be in the hospital. Form 1 signed by the doctor, kept in hospital. Form 2 in hospital. Form C signed by patient and kept in hospital. And admission register will keep the record. This is the admission register. This is form 3. Okay. This is how the admission register, confidential document, not open to inspection by any person except under the authority of law. You just can't go and see who is my friend who has terminated, let's see, go and see the register, you can't do it. So this has to be confidentially maintained. Same has to be kept in safe custody. No entry of an MTP done shall be made in any case sheet, operation theatre register, follow-up card, or any document register other than the admission register. Only there the patient's name will be there, which will be kept under lock and key. This register is kept for 5 years from the last date of entry. There is no requirement for recording sex of the abortus. Sex of the baby need not be recorded. And first trimester, you don't know the sex also. Second trimester, you might know, but there is no column for recording sex. Why it is important? Because in our country, we have a female feticide. That is a problem. This is the form 3. This is how they keep the register, admission register. So mandatory documentation C, say form C, consent form by the patient. Form 1, opinion form by whom? By the doctor, registered medical practitioner. Form 2, head of the hospital. or owner of the place shall send a monthly statement. They will send every month the list of patients who had terminated in their hospital to the CMO, Chief Medical Officer. So the essential protocols of safe and legal abortion performed by registered medical practitioner as defined by MTP Act, performed at an approved site, monthly reporting. Monthly reporting is that form 2, which the hospital does. Pregnancy within the gestation limit approved by the law of the land. This is all that I am discussing is about Indian law, not applicable to other countries. There are many countries who have not approved abortion only. The provider will get the protective cover of this legislation only when he or she fulfills the above mentioned requirements completely under the Act and recorded in Form 3. You have to record all those. That was the register. Other requirements of the Act's consent form, opinion form, monthly reporting also have to be fulfilled. Now, what are the prerequisites? Approach the woman with genuine, you have to find out whether she is coming with a genuine indication. If she just comes in casually, terminate my pregnancy, I don't need the pregnancy, this is not the way you do it. You have to take the history properly, whether it is a genuine indication and whether it is in conformity with the reasons that we have discussed so long. Counseling regarding procedures and potential complications and failures, you have to discuss with her. These are the procedures available and these are the complications that can happen. You have to discuss that at full length. Then only you allow her to sign that form. Physical examination and investigations, these need to be done, blood group, and anti-D should be given in case of Rh negative woman. That is why blood group is mandatory. Some people feel that we are not keeping this pregnancy. Why should I do a blood group? Very important. What happens if you don't do it? If it is a Rh negative pregnancy, she might be carrying an Rh positive fetus. So there is a chance of isoimmunization. What happens? What happens in Rh negative mother with a Rh positive fetus? Erythroblastosis fetalis. What happens? What is the pathology? There is isoimmunization. Antibody against the antigen of the same species but different individual. Say I am Rh positive, you are Rh negative, we belong to the same species, but we are different individual. So antibody against intraspecific individual. There is a same species, we are having antibodies against the antigen present in a different individual. This is isoimmunization or alloimmunization. That can cause the RBC to, there is hemorrhage and there will be anemia of the fetus. First there will be anemia, then there will be jaundice, then the hydrops fetalis. This is the spectrum. First is anemia. RBC will break down. There will be hemolysis. Okay, so to prevent that, we don't know, a patient casually comes in, you write the medicine and let her go. This is a crime. Why it's a crime? Because you are jeopardizing her further reproductive career. If you don't take her blood group and Rh status known. She might miss that dose. She might not know that she is Rh negative. So very important that you do the Rh negative. Anti-D must be given to Rh negative. So always do the blood group, please. This is in the list only, but to hammer it down, why is it so important that we do the blood group? And this is fasting blood sugar, thyroid level, serology, and USG to exclude ectopic pregnancy. That is a dangerous thing. You have given it for an intrauterine pregnancy, that is utopic pregnancy, and she was having an ectopic pregnancy. She will land up in emergency. I personally have dealt with many such cases. They have come with, they don't disclose that they have taken any pills or whatever they have terminated, and that was an ectopic pregnancy. Especially for unmarried women. They don't disclose, and yet they have an ectopic pregnancy. Very difficult to manage. Very difficult to come to the emergency. So this is a different thing, but why you should be aware of these things before you prescribe any drug. That is why such laws are there to safeguard the safety of your patient. And of course, your license. That will go if you don't follow the rules. The violation of MTP Act, offences can be punished with rigorous imprisonment for 2 to 7 years. Ekdam jail. Any person terminating who is not registered by medical practitioner as under the MTP Act, terminating at a place not approved, or mandatory documentation of consent, opinion, case recording, monthly reporting is not adhered to. If you don't keep these registers, you don't have to keep the registers. You have to be associated with this hospital who keeps this register. So when you are writing the medicine, you have to know where your patient will go to an approved site. That is very, very important. You don't have to maintain the hospital register. That is the hospital owner's duty. But you should know whether that hospital is registered for MTP or not. Sometimes they don't give you the clear picture. They are not honest about it. They say it is registered, but actually not. That can put you in trouble. That hospital owner will be also in trouble, and you will also be in trouble. So that has to be ensured. You have to go and ask for your authorization form. Show me that approval form, approval certificate, please show me. They will say that it's in the pipeline, it's coming, it's not here, it will come. Then don't associate with that hospital. Are you clear what I'm trying to get across you? The methods of termination up to 12 weeks is medical methods, manual, vacuum aspiration, electric vacuum aspiration, dilatation and evacuation. And medical method is done with what drugs? Any idea? Huh? What drugs? What is misoprostol? What is it? Prostaglandin. Prostaglandin E1. Misoprostol is PGE1. PGE2 can also be given. PGF2 alpha, but these are less frequently given. The commonest is misoprostol PGE1. Then intraamniotic hypertonic saline. This was done previously, not done now. Extraamniotic ethacridine lactate. That is also used to be done. We don't do it much now. Now MMA is very much popularized because this is safer and it is more accessible also. You have an MTP kit in the market, but that has to be given under your supervision. Patient goes and takes the drug, she does it blindly, she will be in trouble. But if you are in the loop, if you are in the picture, please guide her. This is the checklist for medical method of abortion. The first day visit, first day she is asked to come, you give her the drug, take the history, do the counseling, do the examination, look for the blood group, give the anti-D. How much anti-D will be given at say 12 weeks? First trimester, MMA? 50. Beyond 12 weeks, if you don't get 50, you can give 300, no harm. But do give. If she is Rh negative, please give. We give it on the presumption that the fetus is positive. Fetus might be negative or positive, isn't it? Depending upon the partner. If you cannot locate the partner, assume that fetus is positive and give her anti-D. Give contact address and phone number of the facility where women can go in case of emergency. Complete the follow-up card. Then she comes again after 48 hours, second or third day. Now give the misoprost, 2 tablets, either oral or vaginal. Then you perform an examination and see whether anything is expelled or not. Tell her to stay there for some time. Usually we say up to 4 hours you stay. Then again she comes, third visit on 15th day. Within this period, she might be having bleeding and the product might have expelled. Just to see whether the whole thing has expelled or not, you call her back on third day, third visit on 15th day, and you carry out a pelvic examination, do an ultrasound, ask the woman to report if there are no periods within 6 weeks. Why? Why are you calling back again? She has come, she has complained of some amount of bleeding, you have done an examination, and still you tell her, you come back if you don't have a period. Why is it important? Are asharman pore hobe. First is asharman. She might be continuing with the pregnancy. She might have a different pregnancy. She didn't have her period. You have to call her and check for yourself whether she has become pregnant again or this pregnancy is continuing or not. So unless she has the period, we are not confident that she has done with the previous pregnancy, has been terminated or not. So that is why you have to call her back. Reinforce contraceptive counseling. Tell her to take contraceptive methods. Don't abort time and again. That is not good for your health. You have to explain that to her. You have done it once, accidental, okay, don't do it anymore. Adopt a method. This is very important. This is why you should call back again. This is the card. And this is how it is bent in, how our bleeding goes. This she records it, whether it is spotting, moderate bleeding or heavy bleeding, whether she has seen something to be expelled, any product of conception has expelled. This is how she will keep the record. Now, what is MMA? It was first done with mifepristone followed by misoprostol up to 9 weeks. Okay. MMA we have discussed up to 9 weeks. First day we give mifepristone, 200 milligram. Day 3, after 48 hours, 2 tablets, 200 micrograms of misoprostol, either oral or vaginal. Initially it recommended up to 7 weeks. Then in 2002, it approved mifepristone with misoprostol and it was included under the purview of MTP rules, and in 2008 Government of India approved it up to 63 days. If it is up to 63 days, then 4 tablets. It comes in a form of MTP kit. You might be having it in your drug table. 1 large tablet of mifepristone and 4 small tablets of misoprostol, each of 200 micrograms, and mifepristone is 200 milligram. Clear? So this is the MTP kit which came after the amendment. The Government of India approved it till 63. Previously it was up to 49 days. Then it was 2 tablets, okay. But if it is between 7 to 9, give 4 tablets to have a better success rate. We have a success rate almost up to 99%, 95 to 99%, 1% failure rate with MMA. So why not do it with MMA? But it has to be done the proper way. If you don't know the proper way, you will land up in failures more complications. Clear? What is the regime that I have discussed? 1 tablet of mifepristone followed by misoprostol 400 milligram orally. This is for the up to 7 weeks. Up to 9 weeks, give 4 tablets. How to control the pain? You can give any anti-inflammatory drug within 6 to 8 hours. Prophylactic, you can give ibuprofen or metoclopramide. These drugs are emetic. If the patient vomits it out, it will not succeed. So give an antiemetic. Add a metoclopramide. What is the commonest brand name? Metoclopramide. Have you ever taken it yourself or used it on someone? Metoclopramide. Reglan tablet. prophylactic tramadol, etc. Paracetamol also can be used. So see the efficacy of 95 to 99 within 7 weeks. 1% requires surgical evacuation for heavy bleeding. 1% failure, and 2 to 3% have incomplete abortion. It is partially expelled and partially retained. This is a problem. Now what to do? You have given the medicine, it has partially expelled. You have to do something. That is, you will do some surgical evacuation now. This is the history of mifepristone. It is derivative of norethindrone, also called RU486. It has come from a pharmaceutical company, Lucel Uclaf. If you are interested, you can go through it. Now this acts through the progesterone receptors. It softens the cervix, causes contraction and sensitizes to, first you give mifepristone. This is anti-progesterone. Progesterone is a pregnancy maintaining hormone. So we give an anti-progesterone. So it counters the act of progesterone. So pregnancy is discontinued. Then it has to be expelled. How? You give prostaglandins. That will cause contraction of the uterus. Contraindications are these for mifepristone: smoking, heart disease, hypertension, anemia, seizures. Prostaglandins we have discussed. Prostaglandin chemical structure, remember, we have used prostaglandin E1. Prostaglandin E2 is dinoprostone. This can also be used. Prostaglandin F2 alpha, this can also be used, but common is misoprostol. Please remember at least PGE1, misoprostol. All are prostaglandins. Short note dite pare prostaglandins, uses of prostaglandins. So success rate is high. Induction to abortion interval is 15 to 20 hours. If you give it accidental IV injection, has minimal side effects, and it should not be given. Prostaglandins are contraindicated in asthma. If the patient has asthma, be careful. Side effects are these. Patient usually complains of vomiting, diarrhea. These are the complaints. So you have to counter that. You have to give those analgesic and antiemetics like metoclopramide. Teratogenicity, if the patient continues with the pregnancy with the misoprostol, something can happen. This is a teratogenic drug. Mobius syndrome, this can happen. This is the manual vacuum aspiration, and this is the suction evacuation. And this is dilatation and evacuation. These are the procedures, surgical procedures done. This we don't do it anymore. Intraamniotic saline. Complications are there. Immediate and complications. Delayed complications. Asherman is a delayed complication. Don't say it in the first year. So MTP saves the woman and the RMP.